Hey guys, Happy New Year! I forgot on my last video yesterday to wish you guys that. And then a couple of you left me a Happy New Year in the comments, and I'm like, oh yeah! My last video was like really, kind of a downer, but that's life, Gotta talk about what life really is, for Christians and stuff. So I wanted to come and say Happy New Year, and I feel like talking to you guys and asking you about what your New Year's resolutions are. I have a lot of stuff. I went to Target, you guys. I boycotted all year, and of course I end up having to go to Target on the last day of the year, but it's okay, given the circumstances. You got lucky today, Target. My New Year's resolution, and you're gonna hear the windshield wipers from time to time. It's raining, it's sprinkling, can you believe it? We were totally like caught off guard here in LA area, Southern California, Orange County right now where I'm at. I didn't see any rain forecasted for today, and lo and behold, we're going to be having a PJ slumber party at my other sister's house for this holiday. There's a bunch of stuff in the back. I hope it doesn't fall. There's some yummy donuts requested by my niece. She's like chocolate donut with sprinkles. I think she said rainbow sprinkles. I'm not sure. So we got that for her today. And so I had to get some ingredients to make some lunch. I'm going to make some chicken noodle soup because it's perfect, right, for a rainy day. And we kind of got wet when we went to church this morning. It was like really starting to sprinkle in the nighttime after our service. When we came out, we got like wet, so like my son started coughing and stuff, so might as well have something healthy. And I'm just noticing the the directions. They're having me go like down a different path I haven't gone, but okay. So we're also going to make our own pizza. So exciting. My sister's idea. So went to go get some toppings and some other things to eat that the kids usually eat. But I was saying my New Year's resolution, I probably wasn't going to have one this year because I'm trying not to think about all my other New Year's resolutions that I didn't even I did not have in front of me, and there was no plan of attack. Like someone that I regularly talk to every month asked me what my New Year's resolution was, and obviously I had the choice of saying none, but I just decided, okay, let me just decide right now, because I do like to do that. And what I said was, I want, because life has been really busy with soccer in particular, the soccer season, and just other things that I've been doing this year. I want to get my house in order, like the things that got messy and things like that, and definitely declutter. Want to eat really healthy, and for that to be like one of my main focuses. I know that's something everybody says, but this is for real for me, because it's not just my own personal goal, but like significant people in my life. I think they depend on me to make sure that they're eating healthy, including in my own family. So that's the focus. Those two things are my focus. Now, spiritually, my goal is to start reading the prayer book that I talked about a few months ago, that I wanted to do like kind of like my other I think it was called June book club, but this time I'm going to start off by reading a book about prayer. I wanted to do also like, wait a minute, let me make sure I'm on the right track here. Yeah, I wanted to I really want to read more about like this year about like anti-Semitism and learning more about the Jewish people, how to evangelize to them, things like that. And also the book that I haven't finished, which I know it's going to be a really good thing for my life. Even the the little that I read, it impacted my life so much. It's helped me so much, and I just barely started reading it and putting one of those things to practice, like my mind, like things that you don't realize you're doing with your mind, and how like things like that. So I want to talk about that book with you guys this coming year. Did I mention what book it is? By J.P. Moreland. I think it's something like Finding Quiet, I think. But it's about his journey with anxiety, and I actually interviewed him and I spoke to him about this topic. You can look up that interview. It's a really good one, and I'm like surprised that I was able to have a conversation with him. It was an honor. He's very studied on other topics, mostly philosophy, Christian apologetics. Yeah, so those are my spiritual resolutions. Obviously, read the Bible more, pray more, and just grow in my walk with God. I'm just looking at this tiny little airplane. It seems to be flying really low. It's like one of those tiny, like a Cessna, or I don't know if that's what they're called. I should know better because my husband is an aerospace engineer. Anyways, let's see here. Paying attention while I'm talking. Yeah, so those are my New Year's resolutions. And as I was listening to the message today at church, I thought about traditions. And I briefly talked a little bit about that on my other video, about making sure that our traditions are a little flexible and that we don't hurt our family members because we're putting them before them. It's okay to be disappointed, but care about the people in your life more than your own disappointment. But I was also just thinking about how there's some people that are not on board with like celebrating certain things that are not directly commanded in scripture. And to that, I was just thinking, well, okay, but what about how God actually created, things, celebrations, and in a sense, He's teaching us to, following His example would be for us to, do the same, to find things that are worth celebrating, worth remembering every year, and making it a point to remember those things every year, keeping it close to our heart. And we were learning about Joshua, and that in the Bible where God took them through the waters, and God told them to create like a memorial with stones, symbolic for I think the 12 tribes of Israel, and for people to remember that, and to be able to, I'm trying to think, because I it's been a while since I read that, but I do remember, not necessarily the details if they were supposed to take some of the stones with them, but I do remember that the purpose was for I should have paid closer attention. I should have read closer during church and stuff, but I'll go over that again today to make sure I get those details down. But the point was for the future generations to always remember what God did, and for them and who He is, for them not to walk away from Him when the people that actually witnessed it and lived it, when they weren't here anymore. And that brought to my mind how Jesus also created something for us to remember during His Passover, when He was about to be crucified. He has us, His believers, His followers, remember Him through the bread and the wine, and we do that. It doesn't necessarily tell us how often, but we do that in remembrance of Him, and it's good. And so I was just thinking, well, the same can be true. It's worth His birth is worth celebrating Christmas, and sure, just get rid of all the stuff that distracts from that if you feel very convicted about that. But I was just, I recognize the street. Now I'm getting there, to my sister's home. So I was just thinking, there's a lot of things that we celebrate, so just be mindful about the things that we're going to celebrate and be very clear as to why. And I'll probably share a video that I sort of recorded asking a question with Dr. Michael Brown about the Jewish people and things like that, and some other traditions and celebrations, and if it's okay for us to also as followers of Jesus and things like that. And I'm just gonna wait here to finish this video. I'll share that video, but pretty much the point was, as long as you keep Jesus Christ center, everything else will fall into place. And so that's what I feel like our traditions, as long as we keep Jesus at the center, it's okay to celebrate the new year, today, keeping Jesus at center and thanking Him for the year He's given us, remembering everything that He has done. I was actually inspired by one of the things that the person that spoke today at our church, Tony, he brought a bunch of stones and he encouraged us to do something with that. But it inspired me to, when I get home, probably tomorrow, later on, I'm gonna do a thing with the kids where maybe I'll go to Home Depot or wherever they have those little garden stones, and I'm going to maybe I'll get 12 to just kind of tie it with the story of Joshua, but we'll write the things that God has done this last year on each stone, and then maybe we'll keep those stones and just keep adding new blessings. So that's what we're gonna do this New Year's. Let me know how you're going to spend your New Year's. Is it New Year's Day? That doesn't sound grammatically correct, but okay. Just let me know how you're doing in the comments, and I look forward to talking to you in the next New Year 2024. Bye. God bless, guys.